Chubby Cree is a grandmother-grandson duo that uses the healing power of music to empower women and youth. They also increase awareness of social issues across their hometown of Edmonton. The group has released their first single, Rock Your World. Carol and Noah share their musical journey and how they are bringing both women and children to the drum.
We're called Chubby Cree. We got the name from my late brother. That was his nickname. That's how we became Chubby Cree. And I'm Carol. I'm the founder of Chubby Cree, the lead, the songwriter for it. And I'm his grandma, but I raised 13 of my grandkids, and Noah's one of them, and all his siblings. His little brother is pretty good too. He's like Noah, he can sing and drum. And I'm always there teaching him. He knows the culture, all that, and so we do a lot. We do a lot, and we've been doing this song, Rock Your World, for 11 years now, and we've gone viral on TikTok, 5.7 billion views, a billion, and we got messages and calls from Brazil, Italy, the UK, Germany, Australia, Cambodia, China, Mexico, New Zealand, Hawaii, Northwest. I think basically we reached the world and went 6 million two times on Facebook on two different, but the same song. And a different song, the other one we were on Brute, New York. That's over 1 million views. Another one we went 2.3, I think, million. So we're like, I work hard. We work hard. We know to get where we're at. And I did it on my own, like for us to. When we walked out of the house 11 years ago, we didn't know what to expect. But all we knew is we wanted to sing, and we wanted to sing for the world. And
Well, it's been so exciting listening to the performances, and Noah, you've got a set of pipes on you, my man. Got a great voice. As your experience, you're getting a ton of views, recognition. How has this experience been for you, Noah?
Good, pretty good, nice.
Can be a little nervous to go out on stage and perform in front of a bunch of people.
No.
Huh?
No?
Wow.
There's no fear. No fear about.
So add courageous into the mix as well.
The only thing he has a real problem with is getting interviewed. He could sing hundreds of millions of people, but when it comes to asking them a question, he's like, "Oh, you say it." One of our biggest goals was to reach the women and the children of the world, to inspire them to come back to the drum. And it doesn't matter what race you are. If we connect with you and you're inspired and you want to do this, Chubby Cree can help you.
That's just the amazing thing of music, that it transcends barriers, that I could listen to music from Japan or Africa and I can feel the emotions that people put into the music. And I think that's just the coolest thing, that it does. Yeah, like you mentioned, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, background, culture. We can all connect with each other through music. And this song, Rock Your World, Noah, what can you tell me about this song? How did it come to be? How did you come along to sing it? And what is your emotions and feelings as you play this song and share it with others?
When I sing it to other people, it's like when I sing it, it's
Why?
why I sing it is because help and heal people to to be strong and to make them happy.
When I was reading this song was passed down to you. What was your relationship with the person that, kind of shared it with you?
And that's 100. When I was singing the song and when I was done singing it, he came up to me. He told me he'll give me a drum and a rattle, and after that was just
He gave you the song too.
yeah. He gave me the song as well.
That's how us natives, we don't go by paperwork. Our songs, like Mr. Lotandre there, Aaron, passed that song over to him and gave it to him from there. And he's gonna make him a drum and rattle to seal the deal, like here. And so that's our word from each other. That's how he got given that song. A lot of other people, like a lot of our natives, say, "Oh, that's my song. That's my song." You know, and it's like now it's their song because we made it so famous, so popular. So our people are kind of like, that's my song. You know, so we're like, we know where it came from. We have all the videos, and so it's good. And then when he sang it, he changed it. He brought the roar in it. He brought the healing in it, and gave it out to the people as he sings it. Right?
When you hit those notes and you start just bellowing it out, wow, powerful stuff. And when you're performing, you've performed at a lot of places, powwows, rallies, and what was it? I think 2019 in Edmonton, you got to perform or open for Greta Thunberg. How was that experience?
It was fun and amazing to be there.
We couldn't go like this without them screaming. So we kept our hands out to make sure that they didn't, think we were gonna make him scream with her. But when he did his roar, oh my goodness, you couldn't even
There's
hear
so much people.
because there's so many people that were screaming. It was so amazing to watch.
What are your thoughts just, seeing another young person going out and fighting for, like, against the climate crisis? Because I know that's one of the things that Chubby Cree does, is you go to these things and you talk about social issues. You're performing to bring awareness to those things. So what is that experience seeing others kind of around your age that are also in this fight for social equality and social issues?
Amazing. It's to like other kids doing that and doing the same thing like what we're doing, and it's good.
Well, of course, like, we all want to work towards a brighter future. Like, it's your future, it's my future, it's the generations to come. And we need to work towards a brighter future, because wouldn't it be great to have this connection to nature? And I think that's something myself and other of European descent can learn from Indigenous folks, First Nation, Inuit, and Métis, about that connection to the land.
Yes, the connection is it's so beautiful. Like I know how to hug a tree because I know how important the tree is. If it wasn't for a tree, none of us would be here. I was taught by my grandparents, my great grandfather, a lot of things. My grandfather, when you hug a tree, I can actually show you that tree can hug you back. And if you talk to a tree in a silent place, the trees will move to how you're telling them how important they are, showing them. And like this is beauty. Like it's so beautiful. Like and then to how would you say interrupt Mother Earth by ripping her up just because you want to salvage coal, gold, rock, or whatever the case is that the government does, like pipelines and all this that they do. Like they don't think about the future, like what could happen in the future. They don't think about the children. They have kids too. They got grandkids coming. Why can't think about those things? All they think about right now is money. That money is government's God. We don't have the same God. Yeah, so they're like they'll do anything to destroy Mother Earth, but us natives will do everything to keep her safe.
How do we live in a global society? Because, I mean, unfortunately, we can't just go back to how things were pre colonization worldwide, but it's all about, taking those steps, improving awareness, which is why movements and songs and bands like yourselves are so important. I think another cool aspect of it is just the reclaiming of culture, which is something that, at least in the past couple of years, we've seen a slight increase here in Canada of Indigenous, First Nation, Inuit, Métis of reclaiming a culture that was stripped away from them.
And we're showing them, we're leading them the way because we've been doing this, we know, for 11 years, and none of them would participate with us. Like, even though the ones we asked, like, come on, show your stuff, go do your singing. They didn't want to share. And so, okay, fine. Whenever you feel like doing that, let us know, or just go ahead and do it. Like, don't be scared. That's their biggest fear. Like, they were like, we didn't care the outcome. We just wanted to do that and set. Maybe we hit somebody. Maybe we planted a seed. Maybe we reminded somebody of something when they, or reminded our people who they are, where they should be, what they should be doing. Because a lot of our natives are lost today, and I want to bring them back. If they want a teacher, tell them, come see Chubby Cree. We'll teach you. You know, we can bring you back. And so I'm happy that, like us, we've been taught all this right from the beginning. Like my grandfather taught us. All I knew was Cree till I was 7 years old. When I went to school the first day, I skipped grade 1 and 2 because I was too smart for the kids. Because my grandfather's school, I always say this, right? My grandfather taught us plus, minus, divide, times, even use brackets. I mean, he went extraordinary, like he was really smart, and he showed us, oh, I think you're going to need this for school. This is called math, right? And that's one of the things that I skipped grade 1 and 2 because, and then I was 10 years old in grade 7, 9, 10. But then, you know what was so hard? I'm going to expose the school, Onaway, Alberta. Thank you very much for making me as strong as I am. For all you children in that school that used to pick on us natives and call us savages, all the names you can call us. It hurt. It hurt here, but we stood strong, and we're still here. Thank you. Hi, hi.
The resiliency of First Nations and other like members of different nations, it is fantastic to see a resurgence. What I would like to see more of, and hopefully your song continues to grow and continues to inspire people, is I'm a little bit of like a nerd. You could probably tell from my background and everything. But there's this term called zeitgeist, which is essentially when something enters a collective culture of a nation. And I would like to see Indigenous music, Indigenous culture become part of the zeitgeist here in Canada. Not something that's, as we're seeing, it's great to have awareness months like Indigenous History Month, but to see it infused into the identity of Canada and not just this is a fun, unique thing or like a niche thing off the side that we kind of celebrate and enjoy this one period. No, I want to see it thrive. I'd like to see more Indigenous teachings and knowledge involved in our schools, like more Indigenous leaders as part of our government bodies to help lead us.
My grandfather used to say, Native education is going to be important in the future. He said it'll come in and you'll know when it's going to come in. He said because That teaches the people how to actually be who they are, he said. But the white man education is all about money and how to steal it. you know?
Yeah, the only way we're going to find success and save our planet is if we meld ideas, meld people together to create a unified
Yes,
community.
yes,
That's how we're going to get through this.
yes, for sure. That's for sure.
Coming back to music, for you, Noah, I know music's been kind of a part of your life since you've been very young. Is this something that you're wanting to pursue as maybe a career, or is there something else that you'd like to chase down? What are your interests right now?
To like keep singing and like to keep singing and to like
Keep connecting.
to keep connecting to other people and to like Mother Earth and to keep singing for Mother Earth and grandfathers and mother and um, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta keep reminding him because he's just not off.
It's really exciting to hear how passionate you are about, sharing music and sharing your culture. And it's going to be an inspiration for other youths and young individuals who are, maybe trying to reconnect with themselves or reconnect with their culture, whether they be native, or First Nations, or someone else who have not been or have not connected with their culture. So it's really exciting to see you kind of heading the forefront.
Being that inspiration, him for the youth and me for the women. So we want that together. And we've already seen it. So many people sent, like this little boy and little girl were singing Rock Your World, and they sent us that clip. It was so amazing because that's our legacy. That's what we wanted to do. That's what, like, to tell the world, teach your kids, you can do it. Women or men, doesn't matter. I'm a woman. I taught all my kids, my grandkids. My grandfather taught all of us, my great grandfather. But it doesn't matter. It all is the same together. And why we're doing it is for the same thing.
I know, Carol, you're a little bit of a trendsetter as well, being inspired by your grandfather to pick up the drum.
He made me tough. He made me strong. And so when someone tells me, hey, a woman can't sing, a woman's not allowed to sing or drum, that's where I stand up and say, what? Well, this woman here sings, and I'm gonna change all that. I'm not scared of singing. I'm not scared to step over you. Because you know what? If you knew your knowledge like you said you did at your age, you don't know. Because the true traditional knowledge is women were the traditional singers. Women invented that drum. Our biggest mistake is when we loan it to the men, you know? Like that's what he's
Is there any words of encouragement or aspiration that you would like to share with our listeners?
never give up. Keep going. Stay strong. Never back down. Always love each other. Be there for each other, back to back. Always care for one another and share that love and share that with your neighbor. Share that with your buddy. Share it with your friend or with your family member. Don't fight amongst each other. Do this together. And never drink and don't do drugs. You don't need it. Colonization. They colonized us through that. That was never meant for none of us. Like, and it just don't drink, don't do drugs. Pick up a drum and sing.
Well, thank you, Carol. Thank you, Noah. Absolute pleasure to meet with you. Where can people go to find out more about Chubby Cree?
You can go to my Facebook page, Chubby Cree. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, or they could call us when they reach out to us on Chubby Cree page, and we normally always answer, even if it's 6 million views. Like I always sit there for days answering back these comments and liking them or loving them, or and I'm like, oh, this is exhausting, and they're like, but we try to get, like, we don't want to leave no one out.
Have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight? Leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.